Hey guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast! I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2020, the album Dad AF Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. Good times never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. Did you ever do the karaoke when you were in the bar? You know, everybody does this. So good. That's the best part, isn't it? I love that part so much. And then followed up by all your friends get on stage and you do the final song from Grease. I love that. Isn't that called Heat Lightning or something like that? I don't know. I always thought I was one of the pink ladies. Let's get into this video. I'm sure that's a surprise, right? Not the, I was not the beauty school dropout. Beauty school dropout. Anyway, okay, let's get in this video. But before I do, I need to do a very serious makeup tutorial before I get into this video because I'm a booty guru, you know. So I'm going to go in with the, this is the Flavored Lip Balm by Mystery Swirl Laffy Taffy. I'm going to go in with this and do a primer coating. And then I'm going to go in and cover that over with the Trix Flavored Lip Balm, net weight 0.71 ounces. And I'm going to go in and I'm just going to blend that in there a little, let it bake for a little bit, and then I'm ready to go. Okay, y'all ready? Now, before I get into this video today, I need to address a very serious response that I got on my Emma Chamberlain video, okay? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I did a video the other day that Emma Chamberlain has released this coffee, and it's called Chamberlain Coffee, which is fantastic, okay? She's CEO of the world at 18 years old. We're many CEOs at 18 years old. I wasn't thinking about being a CEO at 18. I was thinking about drinking Boone's Farm and having some fun and maybe meeting a cute boy. That's what I was thinking about at 18 years old. But congratulations to these kids, okay? They got the world ahead of them. But anyway, so she came out with this Chamberlain coffee, okay? And I did this video because several people had contacted me. I think Brittany was the main one that contacted me and said that customer service was not addressing the issues with the fact that people were not getting their orders, okay? My entire video was about the fact that people were not getting their orders. Customer service wasn't responding to them. If you went over to the Chamberlain Coffee Instagram, there was flooded with just one comment, negative comment after negative comment after negative comment. In fact, when I went through there, at the point where people realized that they weren't receiving their orders, there wasn't really one positive or good comment on there. So needless to say, I was quite surprised, not whatsoever, that one of her stans reached out to me and let me know what they thought. So let me read this to you. Oh, by the way, okay, there's a very nice picture of Emma Chamberlain underneath her that they have linked, giving me the middle finger. She's a classy one, that one. Okay. You insulted Emma's coffee without having tried it. Now, okay. I must say, I did not try Emma's coffee, okay? I have no desire to try Emma's coffee. And if I did, I definitely don't now. But the video wasn't about the coffee or me trying the coffee. The video was about the customer service, which apparently you missed, okay? I don't know if they teach that to you in 6th grade, but you insulted Emma's coffee without having tried it. Made fun of her name. No, I never made fun of her name. I read her name off the Wikipedia and I said, much like I do many YouTubers over here, Emma G, Grandma wants you to bring her some sweet tea. Failed to mention the thousands, yes, thousands of positive IG Twitter posts and almost 100% positive YouTube video reviews. Please stay in your lane with the other toxic trash gossip channels and leave Emma alone. Leave him alone! Well, I I would stay in my lane with the other toxic trash gossip channels, but quite frankly, they don't want anything to do with me. So I'm gonna stay over here in my own lane and I'm gonna be a lone wolf. Okay, so I had to address that comment. But now we're gonna get in and we're gonna talk about, y'all see how much fun I have with the YouTubes? I love the YouTubes, and by the way, I'm over on the TikToks too. Okay, I'm sure that Imogene or whatever her name is, I'm sure she's over there too. Okay, you go check out all your favorite YouTubers over on the TikTok. So today we're gonna talk about Tati. Ha! Tati! Glam Life Guru. She did a video and she addressed all the concerns and the rumors about the blendiful. And the video is called Blendiful Drama, Product Recall, Gossip, and Tutorial. And it is like 45 minutes long. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, sham-a-lang, dang, ding. Oh, by the way, if you go search my name on TikTok, there is somebody that did, like, they did me doing that TikTok, or doing that drama phone. But anyway, ding-a-ling-a-ling, sham-a-lang, dang, ding-dong, ding. How's the drama phone? This is Peter speaking. Oh, hi, Jane, how are you? The blendiful. I don't know what the blendiful is. A blender? No, I've never used a blender in my life, Jane. I don't cook. Not since Don and I used Peter Monn's 50% off one item at Adam and Eve with code Peter. Not sponsored on this video. Oh, I love Peter Monn so much. He's a silver fox. Oh, I didn't think it was very nice when he came from Imogene Chamberlain and her coffee. No, I don't know. Swamp Ass, I think he said it was called. I don't know anything about that coffee though, Jane. What? The blendiful. Your blendiful ripped what? It ripped apart when you put it in the dishwasher next to your cups and saucers. Well, okay. Well, did you watch Tati's video? Hot Tati. Well, yes, Jane, in the video, she shows exactly how you clean it with a bar of soap. It's very exciting. Well, all right, Jane. Well, I'll see you at the Women's League on Tuesday. Okay, bye, gal. So anyway, let's get into this very serious video. Now, in all seriousness, I started getting a bunch of messages from people, and they were like, will you please tell us what you think about Tati's video? Will you please tell us what you think about Tati's video? So let me tell you what I think about Tati's video, okay? I started watching Tati's video, and then Shane Dawson, Flossin, he posted his video about the hotel room, and I was shocked. I might make that video tomorrow, but there's not really a whole lot to say about it. Although, I don't know, was anybody else confused with the fact that I don't really understand, like, the lead-in with the McDonald's ice cream? But maybe that's going to be in another video. I don't know. But the rest of it, I was like, damn, this is a video. This is what we missed from Shane Dawson, Flossin, Glossin right here, okay? So anyway, I loved that video. So I had to stop Tati's video, okay? Because I just was kind of, at that point, I'd had enough with people coming for drama channels, okay? Between the Stan and Tati, I was like, everybody's coming for the drama channels today. So anyway, I watched this video, and, you know, I was listening to what she had to say. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, Tati did this video, like I just said, and she addressed all the rumors, all the concerns, all these kinds of things in there. Okay. Now, she goes in and she talks about why she hadn't made the video. It's related to a health concern. She asked that we do not talk about that. I'm going to respect that. Tati has reached out to me previously and asked me to not approach certain topics. I have always respected Tati when it comes to that. I have tried to be fair with Tati like I try to be fair with all beauty influencers out there and just give my opinion, and I try to be as caring and nice as I possibly can about it. Okay. So, when Tati goes in, there's like this whole thing right now, right? Like, you know, back in the day when it was like me and Sanders Kennedy and Karina Kaboom and people would say drama channels, well, I knew I was in that, right? Like, I knew they were talking about me. But now there's drama channels about drama channels. There's drama channels about drama, okay? And then there's drama channels for this, there's drama channels that report on the candle review community, and then there's drama channels that report on the beauty community. There's all different segments of beauty, or of drama channels. And then there's drama channels reporting on drama channels, and then there's drama channels reporting on those drama channels, and then there's drama channels that I don't know what they're doing, okay? I mean, I follow all of it, but I am so confused. So I don't really know who Tati's talking about when she references drama channels on more than one occasion in this video. But you can be more specific if you want to, gal. Okay, you can. Now, I did a video and I talked about people's concerns with the blendiful ripping. And I went in, and what I did was I talked about all of the people, what they had to say that was straight off the Beauty Guru Reddit, okay? So I just went through there and I read it, and it is what it is, and that was my video. But I watched this video with an open mind, like I tried to do, and I sat there and I watched it, and it came across to me as very defensive at the beginning, but kind of through the whole thing, honestly, very defensive. But I understand why she's defensive. I mean, I really do. She's put her heart and soul into this product. I said in my video as well that I thought that this was an extremely brilliant idea of what she's doing, because she's building a palette, and then this, and then she's going to come out with something else, and it'll be like concealers, and then lipsticks, and by the end of a year or two, if you have bought all of the Tati products, all you're going to need to do is just replace them to continue to do the same things. And then she's going to come out with all these tutorials and looks and the same thing. It's very, very smart what she's doing. She's building a makeup empire, right? I mean, in some ways, people could say, oh, she's like trying to be the next Jeffree Star, but it's completely different than what Jeffree Star has done. Jeffree Star releases these products that are very like, what's the word I'm looking for? They're just like high energy products. Like you look at them, it was funny because today, the Thirst palette, video from a year ago came out, so he must have just announced that a year ago. It came up on my recommended, and it's like you look at these palettes that he puts out, these gorgeous, beautiful palettes, right? That are really colorful and whatever. And he puts out these liquid lipsticks and these ammos and all this kind of stuff that people get really, really excited about. The lip scrubs. But like if you put them all together, you basically have a collector's items of all of Jeffree Star's stuff. If you look at Manny's palettes, it's like a collector's items of all of Manny's stuff. If you look at Laura Lee's, pretty. Okay, pretty. So anyway, I love you, Laura. I do. I was stalking you and Tyler's pictures on Instagram, so don't come for me. I think Laura Lee, listen, okay? She gonna listen to what I have to say, but I think Laura Lee ought to put this makeup business up, okay? I think she's done as a makeup artist. I think she doesn't really, her heart and soul's not really into it anymore. She's a gorgeous girl. She's very happily married. Her niece, they've adopted, and they're just, I think you ought to work on building your niece's platform, which it seems like you're doing, and you ought to be family vloggers, because I love watching all that about you together. She's hilarious. She's a lot of fun. I think Laura Lee seems like a real nice person, and that's what I like to watch. The makeup stuff, she doesn't even seem like she's real into it anymore. So that would be my advice to Laura Lee. Reach out to me, Laura. I'll tell you what I really think. Not that I just didn't, but So anyway, I watched this video with Tati, and Tati goes in and she's talking about like drama channels, and she's talking about like mainstream media and people on the internet and blah, 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 and everybody has their 2 cents and whatever. Okay. So here's my situation with all of this. And I want to address one comment that she made in there. If you put out a product, okay, and you put out anything, I wrote a book several years ago. People don't know that, okay? It's getting moved to a new publisher, so people are like, why can't you find it right now? It's because it's being moved to a new publisher, and so it takes some time for all that stuff to happen. But when I wrote that book, and I started getting a lot of criticism for it, like I got positive and I got negative criticism. Criticism, it can be positive or negative, right? And, I knew that it was like, having a baby and releasing it into the world. It's like, okay, now what happens with it isn't about me anymore. I did the best that I could do with it. It was my first book. I'm very proud of it. Is it the best book that I'll ever write in my life? Probably not, right? So it's very much like, I don't know, when I see these beauty influencers like James Charles get so defensive about their palette or Tati and the product, I understand that this has been your heart and soul, but to some degree as a business owner, it's like this whole unique world, because like as I'm watching it, I'm like, do you think like the CEO of L'Oreal is sitting at home and she's like, she or he, I don't even know who the CEO is getting like so upset because somebody is coming out about this blender that they have like sitting up in the Walmart, that somebody used it and gave it a bad review. It's like we live in this weird world because YouTubers as influencers, as now makeup and CEOs of companies, they have their face out there and they're talking about it. I mean, and I don't even want to get in the Marlene Estelle situation because like I said, I don't understand enough about it. But like, the thing is, it's like, her saying, I'm not going to post videos on YouTube anymore was kind of a smart statement back in the day, if she sticks to it, right? But, like, I'm not saying that I want that for Tati. I don't. But it's like, okay, she made a comment, and she's like, as a public figure, you're not allowed to, like, be upset about hate. No. Girl, listen, okay? You want some cheese with that wine? I love Tati. I do, okay? I've been a big fan of hers for a long time. That's no mystery. I say that all the time over here, okay? I have have criticized Jaclyn Hill. I've criticized Jeffree Star. I've criticized James Charles. I've criticized Tati before, okay, about saying that they only focus on the negativity. And here is yet again another example where they only focus on the negativity. Tati could have gotten this video and she could have said, you know, blah, 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 whatever. This is, you know, what I think. Thank you for all the positive reviews. Thank you for all the people that loved it out there. I really, really appreciate it. Instead, she goes for the negative, okay? Then she goes in and she starts talking about how she's from Seattle. Now, this was real interesting to me, okay? Because if y'all didn't catch this, this was, I won't use a T word, TH word, but this was interesting. This is all I'm going to say, okay? And she starts talking about how when she was sick and she was sitting there and she was reading all the emails and she was responding to them, and people, it was like, this video was really well thought out. I mean, she knew what she was going to say, and I was super impressed with how well thought out it was, how intellectual she came across, and she's like, don't F with me, okay? I get that. But then she comes out and she sits there and she's talking about reading these emails and people back down. I mean, can you imagine getting a personal email from Tati and you complained to customer service, right? Like, this is like, imagine going to a doctor or a dentist and then you have like a complaint about billing, right? And so you're at the receptionist desk and you're talking to the person that's in charge of billing, who you have no emotional attachment to whatsoever, right? And you're sitting there and you're like, well, I just don't understand about the insurance stuff and blah, 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 and this isn't fair and yada, yada, yada. And she's like, whatever. And then all of a sudden the doctor comes out and the doctor's like, what are you complaining about? I mean, you'd be like, don't worry about it. I'll figure it out on my own. I'll call it. I mean, you would be taken back a little bit because all of a sudden this person that you have a personal relationship with, you're now talking to directly. So Tati inserts herself into the customer service thing, which I think is great. I think that she putting herself in there and getting involved is fantastic, right? But that's probably why a couple people were like, don't worry about it, I don't have any problems. They're like, holy hell, did I just get an email from Tati Westbrook? Like, it probably was a little bit overwhelming. You know what I mean? So I can understand that. But then she goes in and she talks about how she was really involved and she was looking at the numbers and she was looking at the analytics. And I think that is super amazing, okay? I think she is, when I know with Tati that she is so transparent. So when we hear of Jaclyn Cosmetics throw out a number like 0.01%, okay, we don't know what that number means. But when Tati throws a number out, we know to believe that number, okay? So we know to believe that. But she says this thing about IP addresses, which I think is really interesting. And she's talking about 4 or 5 pictures and them wrote, you know, going around and whatever. And she's like, you know, when you have 5 or 6 accounts and you have a teddy bear as a profile picture and blah, 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 whatever, you know, just know that all of those are attached to an IP address. And then she goes in and she's like, you know, I mean, I have family that live in, what are you saying, girl? Like, really? Seriously? Like, what are you saying? That you're looking at people's IP addresses and you know who these accounts are? Is that what you're saying? Like, did I hear that correctly? I'm just asking, or what was the reason for including that in the video? Like, I'm just asking as a fan, okay? Because as a fan, like, I don't know that I want you looking into my personal information on the internet, which anybody can do, yes, but like, what are you saying there? Like, I don't understand about all that. I'm just like, this is where, as a business person, okay, your defensiveness is a problem because you get on video and then you start complaining things away. Now, let me tell you what I have an issue with this comment about, as public figures, you're not allowed to have, you know, any feelings towards hate comments. Okay, Tati, I hope you watch my video right now and I hope you hear this point. I love you, Tati. You know that, okay? In the past, we have communicated many, many times. I've supported you. I've been critical of you. I've been honest with you. Same back and forth, okay? She's been classy to me and always very, very nice. What I feel about this comment is, going into 2020, you can have that feeling and you can have a reaction and a response to somebody saying something hateful or negative towards you. But what's the point in focusing on that, okay? When there are hundreds of thousands of people that love you and are supporting you, you are totally allowed to have your feelings. Feelings are not facts, but you are totally allowed to have that feeling and that emotion. Okay, that's yours to have, right? But if that's what you put out there in the world, that's what people are going to respond to. Let me bring this back to a video that I did at the beginning of 2020, okay? My dog passed away. My dog was my best friend in the entire world that I have ever had. I don't care how corny that sounds. I still cannot get through a day. I mean, the grieving process is forever long, right? My dog had not passed away, and it had not even been a few hours, okay, after I had posted on Twitter. And I was getting messages from people saying how convenient it was, and you did this to your dog, and blah, blah, blah. I got the most horrific messages from people. I can't even tell you how many messages I got from people, right? And I addressed it in the video, and I said, going into 2020, I'm going to address the positivity. Because the overwhelming amount of love and support that I receive from people and still receive from people on a daily basis. In my vlog last night, I opened 2 cards that were identical from 2 different people that they went out and bought me condolence cards, right? That is so fantastic that somebody went out. They watched, I got 3,000 people that watch that video on a daily basis. It's not a lot, okay? But it's a lot to me. 2 people went out and sat in a store and picked out a card, okay? To write a personal inscription, figure out my address, put a stamp on it, and send it to me. But I would rather focus on the people that are hating on me. No, that is not where it's at. That's not where our attention should be, and that is not what we should be doing as people that are on YouTube, trying to lead by example to other people that are home, that love us enough to watch our videos, buy our products, and invest their time with us on a daily basis. And that's my issue that I have with this, okay? I don't have any issues with the blendiful. I think people should probably go try it out if they want to for themselves. She went in there. I thought she was extremely transparent about the blendiful. I thought she was extremely transparent about how to clean it. She said why she was frustrated was because it was all on the website and people should have figured it out and this and that and whatever, and I thought she addressed it fantastically. Okay? So when people want to come and they want to say, you know, like, oh, you didn't blah, blah, blah. No. My issue is with the fact that she was talking about the negativity that she received, as well as her talking about the fact that drama channels this and that drama channels that, because nobody ever sings our praises when we say nice things over here, okay? They only want to sing our praises when we're criticizing or we're bringing attention to something that consumers have an issue with. But when we are singing their praises and we're saying good things, I can only tell you in one situation, okay, that I have, well, that's not true. Maybe 2 or 3 situations over the course of 3 years where I have received messages from people. And I do believe that Tati was one of these people that said, thank you for saying such kind things in the video. That doesn't happen very often, okay? There are some of us drama channels out there that are really just trying to bring attention to consumer issues and to maybe make people laugh and maybe make people escape throughout their day and have fun with it. There are some of us that really do try to lighten the mood, but and maybe also bring some suggestions to the table, because it isn't just one or the other. There are a lot of conversations to be had about issues that are going on. At the end of the day, this is just a product. To her, it is her dream and it is her world, and I understand that. Tati, I wish you the best in 2020. I hope you are successful beyond your wildest dreams. You know, one of the things I was watching when we were talking about this is that we talk about all these customer, service complaints, right? There have been almost none about Tati Beauty. I mean, she is like, with the exception of the palette when it was released and all that kind of stuff, there were some issues with that. But with the blendiful, there was like no customer service complaints whatsoever. Can we talk about that? In my video yesterday, I talked about the fact that like you never hear complaints about Manny MUA's customer service. There's a lot of people out there that you never hear complaints about their customer service, and there's a lot of people that we do hear complaints about their customer service. I try to sing the positivity about these people as well. So, going forward, we're going to do all of that, Like I said, over here, you get 100%, right? And that sometimes means that we have to address things that maybe the creators don't want us to talk about. But it's pertinent, okay? So I'm appreciative that Tati came out and she addressed all the blendiful issues. And I hope that people going forward, if they have any issues, they will take it right to her, like she said, and she will address them. You can even tweet at her, and she will respond and be 100% transparent. And I think that's amazing. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about the comments in the comment section below. As always, keep it kind, keep it classy. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.